I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In accordance with the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice has been given of tonight's regularly scheduled meeting and public hearing to the Star Ledger and Express Times. Has been posted on the bulletin board by the main office of the Franklin Township School, sent to the township clerk, sent to all Board of Education members, and posted to the school website on January 8th, 2026. Mr. Kramer, for the last time, roll call.
Mr. Banky. Here. Mr. Cashman. Here. Mr. Cecil.
Here.
Mrs. Cummins.
Here, Mark.
Mr. Giordano.
Here.
Mrs. Norton.
Here.
Mr. Norton.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Can I get a motion to approve the above executive session resolution for Franklin Township Board of Education adjourning to closed session to discuss student privacy, personnel, collective bargaining, and negotiations, wherein the length of time for the executive session is expected to be 30 minutes, after which the meeting shall reconvene and proceed with business wherein action may be taken. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor? All opposed? We are. in favor? All opposed? Ms. Aquino with the Student Safety Data System presentation. And I'm sorry, and it'll be presented on our new projector screen. Everyone, tell me if you can see it. It was paid for with a grant, not taxpayer money, is worth noting.
Thank you. We mandated to report this twice a year, once in the beginning half of the year from September to December and from January to June. So this is our January to June report. And this is what the report consists of. We need to report to the state any violence or weapons offenses, substance abuse, and any HIVs. This is what it looks like for the last 6 months here at Franklin. We've had 2 restraints and 0 violence, vandalism, substances, or weapons. And there's been no incidences leading to a student removal, which means it could be a partial suspension and out of school suspension. That's what a removal, meaning the student has been removed from their instructional period or day. We have had nothing except for the 2 restraints in the 6 months. And then as far as investigations, in the last 6 months, we've had 3. 2 have been HIV confirmed and 1 has been unfounded.
And what does HIV mean?
HIV, I think I have it on there. Do I not? No, I guess I don't. Harassment, intimidation, and bullying. So one of the things I tried to change up a little bit is our prevention programs that we use this year. We will be having some new ones for next year. We have a week of respect. All staff have HIV training. We have a Red Ribbon Week. Our school safety committee meeting, we have 4 times a year. We also just placed our HIV videos onto the website so that people can go on and look to see what an HIV is. Our guidance counselor did little mini videos so that people can understand what it is and what it entails. We have social emotional lesson, that's SEL, lessons from our counselor, our Nurtured Heart program, which we share district-wide. Our lunch bunch, where there's groups of kids that will come and have lunch with our guidance counselor, and they'll chat and they'll talk and they'll color, or they'll share a common theme that they'll talk about. Our gold pause recognition, our zones of regulation. Most of our classrooms have a little area rug where it says, you know, I need to reset. So if the kids are feeling a little anxious, they can walk over to the carpet and just take a minute to take a breath. And then our dreams team, which we're going to really amp up for next year, which really enhances and supports positive school culture and climate. And that's it. That's our whole program.
Any questions?
I do have the restraints. Is that including the therapeutic goals that you guys use for the SD students?
Yes,
That includes that.
yes.
So when you say restraint, it has more to do with protecting the child from himself than protecting other students from him.
Yes.
Yes, she
Yes.
says.
And I'm sorry I didn't use this. Okay. Yes, that's exactly what it is. And there's trainings for that. Handle with care
Wow.
trainings.
I'm mic'd up. Any other questions, guys? All right, from Fire and thank you. Thank you for doing that. 2 found it out of 300 kids those are pretty good numbers. Item 7, board action. Can I get a motion to approve action item 7, A through B? That's approval of minutes and acceptance of the interlocking agreement for school class 3 law enforcement officer with the county. Can I get a motion? Can I get a second? Sylvia and Jeff, any questions? Conversations, note, changes to the minutes? That's an easy one. For those in the audience, we're switching up. We're signing a new class 3 officer agreement with the county rather than the local municipality. We had that service with them prior, and we're just bringing them back. Go ahead, my friend. No, it's the same price.
Just out of curiosity, will there be content? Medical very different thing, or is it a single officer in contract terms, so PTO and medical leaves will be held in the same manner? Correct. Okay, thank you.
All the same, just a different provider and player. Okay, but now, since this is that person, that's not personnel? That would be personnel, we'd have to do a roll call vote for. It's not personnel, it's a third-party contract. Gotcha. Then we can do this with voice votes. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstains? And everyone's here. That passes. To the star of the show, Chief School Administrator Report, Mrs. Aquino.
Thank you. This is Mark's favorite part because he always gets annoyed when I put things on here. It's a long one because it's the end of the year. So we have a lot of things to celebrate. But before I start, one thing that's not on there is our CUSAC scores, which I had mentioned to the board, I believe last meeting. We are asked to, our regulations require that we share with the Board of Education our placement results, and the following are the scores that we received. Instruction and program, we got 85%. That's based on our NJSLA scores from previous school year, not this current school year. Our fiscal management, we scored a 96%. Our governance, we scored 100%, thanks to all of you.
And who's in charge? I'm sorry.
That
What
would-
body is in charge of governance at the school? I don't know a lot about these things. Is
That
that,
would be the board.
that would be the board got 100%. Okay,
Yes.
my mistake. My man, I didn't mean to leave you hanging.
Operations, we scored 92% and personnel 98%. So I did want to share that with the public as well as the board. So now moving to my report, all selected are art students for the state exhibition from the 110 Festival. Arts Festival was on display at the Flemington Historic Courthouse in downtown Flemington. A huge thank you to our incredible PTA for another outstanding color run on Friday, May 8th. Events like this don't happen without the tireless dedication, creativity, and heart that our PTA pours into everything they do for our students and community. So a big thanks to them. A celebratory luncheon was held at Raspberries in honor of our very own Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Lehman, a well-deserved recognition, and it was a wonderful day. She and I both attended. I had the pleasure of attending the spring conference alongside fellow Hunterdon County superintendents and our county superintendent also. It was an incredible, worthwhile experience filled with engaging and thought-provoking workshops that left me energized and full of new ideas. Our administrative team just recently had the wonderful opportunity to meet John Insabella. He's the new appointed director of Franklin Police Department. They don't call chief anymore. It's
No chief,
director.
just
It's
director.
director. And we met him on just his second day on the job. We look forward to having him back once he's had a chance to settle in, and we're excited to continue our strong partnership with the department. A heartfelt thank you to Mr. Smith for putting together yet another spectacular art exhibition. The talent on display was a true reflection of his dedication and passion for the arts. Our spring concerts were absolutely phenomenal. A tremendous thank you to Mrs. Kastner for her incredible dedication in preparing our students for their performances, a job well done and appreciated. STEAM night was an absolute hit, and no surprise why. Ms. Alexander once again poured her heart into planning and executing a night full of excitement, exploration, and hands-on fun for our students and families, and the energy in the building was electric, and it would not have happened without her and the tons of parent and teacher volunteers that we had that night. So a job well done. Our staff took a sweet little break on May 27th. Do you see what I did that? We had everyone buzzing because we had a wellness event, a
You gotta stop.
honey tasting event.
Okay.
And it was, I did not care.
The
for it.
whole thing was sweet.
Everybody loved it, but I did not.
No.
Yeah. A massive thank you to Mr. Timko and our amazing PTA again for putting together another unforgettable, fun day, field day. It was an absolute blast from start to finish. And congratulations to our 8th graders on a beautiful graduation. A big thank you to Mr. Lembo and Mrs. Paquette for all their hard work planning, rehearsing, and preparing our students for the big day. And they had a wonderful send out with a gaming truck,
Gaming trailer, yeah.
a gaming trailer, an ice cream trailer, Chick-fil-A, lots of great things, lots of great things. So thank you to all of them. And last but not least, a heartfelt and joyful farewell to our 2 incredible retirees, Mrs. Lehman and Mrs. Cacavalli. Enjoy your next chapter. Yes, sure. And then again, you'll also find our drill schedule for the year. Thank you.
School business administrators report. Mr. Kramer for the last time.
So we have our first 3 are our normal ones that come up, April and May. We needed to hold off April.
Thank you.
Allow me.
Oh, this is the last time that Matt will call you Mr. Kramer against your will. And this is the last
Nah, I'll
time
be
we will
following you
force
around.
you to wear a mic against your will. I'm getting a little emotional over here.
When my wife puts something on me, she usually gives me a kiss.
Your wife sounds like a lovely lady. Yeah, she sounds like a lovely lady.
I would love to see these beards just touch cheeks, but too much kissing and it's not gonna be okay.
Am I the
We
only one
need
that
to
has
stay
things to do
professional
today?
here.
No,
We
I'm
need to stay
kidding. Go ahead.
professional.
The April report was delayed because our board meeting in May was early. So we have both May and April and May on the agenda for the financial reports, transfers in the bill list. The June report probably, and I'm going to say most likely, will be delayed as well because we don't get numbers from the state in order for us to close out June until mid-July, and our board meeting, I believe, is July 15. We are also approving an architect to start developing specifications and the bidding process for refurbishing the elevator. Every year in June and only in June can we pass resolutions to transfer money into the maintenance and capital reserves. Liturgy is a weird one. It's a law that came in about 5 or so years ago where we need to identify contracts where the board, if they approve, how am I saying it? The bid threshold's $53,000, anything over $53,000. If we're anticipating these contracts to continue, we need to report it as a resolution. Then we have professional services, auditor, attorney, negotiator, architect of record, school physician, health insurance broker, and our property and liability insurance broker. We also have a resolution for us to use Add Data as a cooperative purchasing. There's a joint transportation agreement for our field trips and athletics. I mentioned multiple times that we belong to the school health insurance fund made up of business administrators. Because I'm leaving, we now need to appoint the new business administrator and indicating who the alternate is, which is the superintendent. We're also including a special counsel, professional service for special counsel if need. And then authorization to approve change orders during the construction project. By giving this, we won't delay the project. If small change orders come about, the business administrator will be able to approve them and get them ratified at a following board meeting. I am a qualified purchasing agent, which allows us to spend up to $53,000 without the board approval. The school business administrator replacing me is not a qualified purchasing agent. So this resolution will allow the new qualified, will allow the school business administrator to continue at the level that I am at right now. And after 1 year, if it needs to be renewed, then you would have to go to the DCA and get, I'm going to say, permission to go into a second year. We have a approval of a piano, the disposal of the piano. If anybody's interested, I think it's behind those whiteboards stacked back there. An approval for additional vendors that we'll be using for 26, 27, and also the sale of a laptop that is obsolete. Those are the resolutions on tonight's agenda. Our current projection for revenue and expenditures are favorable at this time and expect to be by June 30th. Site improvement and bathroom renovations have started and substantial completion should be before school opening. The new generator is on hold until the board informs administration to start moving forward again. As we could see, the theater projector and screen are installed.
And the crowd goes mild.
The facility condition assessment study has been received and will be reviewed by the Finance and Facility Committee in July. And then I want to hats off. Our special ed director was able to bring a student from out of district in district. It was costing us $185,000 annually. The cost to bring them into the district is $125,000. So there's a savings of $60,000 due to the effort of our special ed director, also known as my bestie. That ends my report. I think there was something else, but I didn't write it down and I forgot what it was going to be. But committee members, anything you would like to add? If not, any questions from the board? All right.
What does that cost for the 125? What does that pay for? Teacher and an aide?
Teacher aide.
Teacher
Or, yeah, yes.
and aide?
Larry put the analysis together. I don't know specifically,
Okay.
but definitely an aid, which including benefits pushes it up to
Gotcha.
like 80,
So
90,000.
if you were to bring another one back, it would be another 125, or could it possibly be less?
It all depends on the IEP. If you can share an aid, then you wouldn't have to.
Learning disability, the
Depends
type
on
of
the-
disability
yeah,
that
got
they
it.
face.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'll just echo what Mark said. It's without brutalizing his last name, Mr. Abramowitz.
Yes.
Great work. We had him for 1 year and I've heard nothing but great things and great reports, and he's been doing a lot to wrangle in the programs and the budgets and providing as much service to these kids as is needed. So it's worth pointing out. I'll move on to the president's report. I'm going to echo Mrs. Aquino about STEAM Night. The art exposition, the spring concert, field day always get good news, but on the baseball field and the grocery store, people have been stopping me talking about this STEAM Night event, and it was a huge hit. And I'm just bringing it up so everyone's aware of it. I hope we have more stuff like that. It was something to see. They had robots there. They had custom-made cars. They had it was art. It was a real display of some pretty talented kids, and a few people came up to talk to me, and I think that's exciting news. I'm going to pivot over to piggybacking what Mr. Kramer said. The facilities assessment report from
Anthony G. Picaro.
easy for her to say, has come in, the first draft of it. We'll be working on that over the summer. It'll be a big topic in finance and facility in July committees. So give us a little bit of time before we actually put that out. And based off of that, you've already started the conversations for the LR long range facility report to start meshing those together
Yes.
with it. So that's good news. And that's when we talk about long-term planning for the facilities. That's happening. The policy book overhaul, I appreciate Colleen for all the work that she did, and especially the administration. We're rounding third on that. We're doing a full policy book overhaul in July committee meetings, approving and rewording the final bits of it per committee that the policies apply to will happen in July. July general board meeting, if those go well, general board meeting, we'll do our first reading. August board meeting, we'll do our second reading. The goal is to have the full new policy book in line by the time we
School starts.
open the doors in September. It's been a lot of work, and I really appreciate Mrs. Aquino, Mr. Kramer, Mr. Abramowitz, and Mrs. Lamont for all the work, and the lawyers and the policy
And
consultants.
every member of this board too.
And every member of this board. I'll be honest
many
with you guys, it
pages.
was a boatload of it's
So many
thousands and thousands of
are being
pages.
read, and most importantly, we're doing first rounds of review within committee, but at the end of the day, we are all voting on all of the policies, which means while we may not have been the ones to scrutinize them on the first round in committee, we're all reading all of each other's policies as well. And that's a lot of work. So
It's been a lot
I
of
do want to just
emails.
thank
I'm not gonna
every
lie.
member of this board for splitting the homework so that we had the right level of scrutiny on first round review in committee, and also for the amount of pages that everyone is reading so that we can be prepared to do this in July.
Yeah, crushed it. Yeah, a lot of good work, and we have the rest of the summer to complete it, but that's the battle plan. Long-term facilities planning and the board's financial assets. We were talking about giving presentations on cost per student things. That study actually has ballooned into something bigger to try to explain the overall financials of the township. 26 pages, and I forced Mr. Kramer here to read every page of it and give notes so you can see how happy he is with me. That's going to be something that, let's say early fall, we'll have that completed and give out. The goal of that is to explain the financial, not just the financial situation of the school, but the broader way that the school is funded, the township design. That way we're all talking on the same plane when we start talking about longer term strategies. I will thank Mr. Kramer for reading the 26 pages. Mr. Aquino has already read it weeks ahead of time before Mr. Kramer did. Not that that's worth pointing out, but I'll definitely point it out. And
I work.
don't we all, pal? And that's the update on that. If you have not noticed, the parking lot improvement project, the pre-K expansion project, the nurse's office suite, and I'm sure there's something else. If you can see all the dirt that's all around the school, there's a bunch going on. That started on Monday of this week with the plans of having everything completed by the first day of school. We will be putting out, at Mrs. Aquino's recommendation, we'll be putting out not only announcement of the projects that are happening, but there's going to be a change of traffic
Yes.
direction and the way that we intake cars. And hopefully, let's say late July, August, or
I have the letter right here. I'm going to send,
we'll start
I'm going
putting
to
the
send it
letter.
out tomorrow,
Gotcha.
just as a precursor to let people know it's coming.
Changes
We're going to be
changes
changing the
happening.
direction
Yeah.
of parent pickup.
And that'll be a big thing once all this is done the first week while we all, what's the word for it, acclimate to the improvements. We'll do our best to prevent people from driving in the wrong
wrong way.
directions out of
Correct.
just as a force of habit.
We have a vest for you too, if you'd like.
I will be there on that day, and I wear a big hat so everyone knows to turn left here.
I
Um,
strongly want pictures and videos.
Then you
That's
have to
just
pay
like-
extra for that.
I want a slideshow.
Yeah,
Slideshow
I'm
at
going to do that
September
if
board
someone
meeting.
pays into the sports programs. I'm fine with that.
I'll contribute.
I'll end on two different things. One, school's out for summer. I have to give a big thank you to Mrs. Aquino, the administration, all the great teachers, the staff, the volunteers, the PTA.
Mhm.
Holy crap, that PTA, you'd think that there was 30 more of them with the amount of work that they get done. And this was a great year, objectively. It's been positive at the school. We've been making some awesome improvements, and I think everyone involved in the school should be proud of how this year went. And there were a lot of smiling kids walking out of it, and a lot of kids prepped to go to high school from 8th grade. And I'm going to end on the most exciting news.
They were probably singing bye, bye, bye on their way out.
If anyone would like, we are also
No.
charging $1 if you would like to download the video of the
No, we're not
administration
sending that
staff
out.
singing bye, bye, bye to the students. We could, maybe,
We could,
we could.
we could.
We won't, but we definitely
Couldn't
could.
we though?
Yeah, it's my ear. I can't. Man,
It's
good
bad.
dancing though.
It's bad.
It's a bad video.
Yeah, it's bad.
$1, all proceeds go to the sports program. And I'll end on the best news. Mr. Kramer is leaving.
Snooze.
No, I'll say it. He is retired. He's been serving for the school for 3 years, and that's the max limit that the state will allow us to keep him in
It's
that
actually more
position.
than the max limit. We
Well,
had to
2
get,
years is
we had
the
to get
limit.
special permission
We got
to keep
special
him this
permission to keep
long.
him for 3. I don't like you, but I do like working with you. We do good stuff together, and I appreciate everything you've done for the school. When you came in, it was a financial fire that you walked into, and you didn't run from it. You walked into it. You put out as much as you possibly could, and you fixed as much as you could,
Mhm.
and you led a lot of the things that happened here. We were following your lead, and while I won't reach out to you after this, I will miss you, and I appreciate everything. Speaking for the district, speaking for myself, I don't like you. Speaking as the district, you've been awesome, man, and I really appreciate it. If you would like, I'll give you his personal phone number and email information if you want to reach out to him at any point. I'll share that with the community, but you will be heading to Union Township because legally he can't help us any longer here, but it totally makes
where you're
sense that
going?
he
You're
could go
going to
across the
Union?
street and do it for someone else. With Eddie, I'd like to open it up to the floor if any of the board members have anything they want to, if you have one nice thing to say about him, reach and tell him now.
You could tell we don't.
Matt was so kind to you that I don't know how the rest of us could possibly be kinder. But I would like to give you this. Both the current board members and some former board members signed a card for you.
Thank you.
There is a nominal gift inside from the current 2026 board. We wanted to treat you to a nice dinner out on the town, away from all of the crazy that is Franklin Township School. We hope that you and your wife enjoy a nice dinner on the board once you are no longer with us. And for 3 years, you've been putting up with us, calling you Mr. Kramer instead of Mark, driving you crazy with our financial decisions and keeping us from having to be assigned a state auditor. I don't know how you have put up with us for 3 years. This is a token of our appreciation, but it is certainly nowhere near in kind to what you've done for this district in the last 3 years. So thank you so much. And this is the current board, and again, some former board members as well who are able to come in and sign the card. Thank you, Mark.
It might be the only thing we could all agree on is that we all like you. And you
It's up
served
to you,
under 4
apparently.
different, what's that?
It's up to you, apparently.
Except for me, definitely not. No, we have fun together, but you worked under 3 different superintendents. You did a lot of work here.
We put you
and-
through the
and is
ringer.
super appreciative. Anyone else have anything else? See, I told you, no one here likes you. I appreciate you, man. Anyone else have anything else to say? Okay.
I can't speak.
Oh, yeah, you actually, please do. Just turn on your microphone.
Or take Matt's. It's fine. No one needs to hear him.
I just, yeah, these 3 years have been very difficult for me, one of the most difficult districts, but didn't have to do with board. It didn't have to do with the staff. It had to do with the turnover.
Sure.
And I just hope we can get rid of the turnover. All the board members have been very supportive in my 3 years here, and I really appreciate that. I have tried to guide the best I can, best of my ability, and I definitely know where I came in, and I know where I am now, and I am very happy as to how far we have gotten. And working with Mike over the last few weeks, he's going to show me up. So you might be able to like him. I know why you
I
don't
really
like
like him more than you.
anyway, but yeah, thank you all. Appreciate your support, and we'll go from there.
And I'll use that to reintroduce Mike McGarry. See, I mean, it's going to happen tons of times. He's our new full-time business administrator. He's going to be replacing Mark, but taking the position, not replacing Mark. It's an impossible feat. Moving right along. Public comment. All comments should be directed to the board president. The board will not respond to complaints from or to school personnel unless the chain of command has been followed without satisfaction. Furthermore, the board cannot respond to any complaints from the public directed at any district employee or student, as the board must protect each employee and each student's right to privacy. Those wishing to share comments during this portion of the meeting are asked to sign the register at the podium, state their name, place of residence, and group affiliation if applicable. Public comment shall be concise and to the point and shall not contain abusive, defamatory, or obscene language. Each speaker will be given up to 3 minutes. Any takers? My kind of audience. We'll close public session at 6:40, public comment at 6:44. And we'll pivot to action item number 12, finance and facilities. Mr. Kramer broke it down for the most part. Mostly bureaucratic stuff that we have to do, reiterating stuff we already voted on. And a piano we're getting rid of, and a early 2000s Apple laptop would be my guess that nobody has any need for in the world. Any questions?
The full position on, going at an L, that's a new one or is it the same one?
Same one.
Same one, okay.
Same one. Yeah, a lot of these approval of professional services are just us reiterating what we already voted in at the beginning of the year and to tell the state that we plan on doing it again. Is that right, Mark?
Yeah, we have to do it every year.
We have to do it every year. It's
Professional services only to contractor for a year.
Okay, so just
Year over
redoing
year,
the
yeah.
contract. Gotcha.
Any other questions? Great. Can I get a motion to approve action item 12, A through W?
So moved.
Can I get a, is that Sylvia?
Yep.
Can I get a second? Colin? This can be done.
Roll call.
Mr. Kramer, roll call.
Mrs. Bankman.
Yes.
Mr. Kastner.
Yes.
Mr. Cecil.
Yes.
Mrs. Cummins.
Yes.
Mr. Giordano.
Yes.
Mrs. Norton.
Yes.
Mr. Norton.
Yes.
Passes.
Item 13, curriculum and education.
Same one.
Mrs. Norton, chairperson.
We're doing A, approval of the professional day requests. The more they know, the more we know. B, approval of the field trips. I'm guessing all the kids had a great time. C, approval accepting donations. A family donated microphones. Thank you. Approval of donation of obsolete curriculum books and instructional materials. This one was an interesting one. We don't need certain curriculum books anymore, so we're donating them to a school who asked to use them, that they could use them.
Yes.
Say the name of that elementary school.
Freelandheising.
Yes.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Freelandheising.
Oh,
Freelandheising?
Yeah.
Freelandheis, am I saying that?
No.
right?
No,
no,
it's
that's just
Freeland- Am I saying
lovely.
that right? Freelandheising.
That's
Rehousing.
lovely.
easy for you to say.
Yes,
I have a question regarding that.
yes.
So I think it's great that we can share material. How, is there like a school Craigslist? Like how did they know that we had them and how do we know to give them?
We had our facilities manager reach out to someone there that said that we have, because she knew that they used the books that we don't use anymore.
Yeah,
And they said, we'll take them. And she said, okay, we'll bring them over.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool if there was like a school thing where we can ask for stuff, like we
Yes.
need a new piano. Does anyone, and then
Yes.
give it away. Anyway, idea.
no, I'm
$1
so glad they can use it.
Yeah, that's great. And E, approval of the special education tuition contract for one of our special ed students. And that's all we got. And also, I just wanted to say about, remarked about the graduation. Why didn't the staff or administration tell the board to bring a box of tissues?
I know.
It was such a tearjerker. Like
It
I
was.
have to say something about Franklin Township. You guys always talk about how the school is so small and so lovely, and that was epitomized at that graduation. It was so personal, and the kids gave speeches to their teachers and to each other. There was a rose ceremony
Yes, every year.
that was a landslide was playing, and then the kids had to give a rose and a letter that they wrote to someone who gave them inspiration for their educational year. We were sobbing. There was Miss Lehman brought a box of tissues. I was like, why didn't anybody tell us to bring that? It was beautiful. It really was beautiful, and I hope that we can get that for every year. I know the class sizes are getting, this was a small class, it was about 18 kids, but the class sizes are getting bigger.
Yes.
And I hope that we can still install that
We'll still
beautiful
continue.
ceremony. It was so personalized. It was an honor to be
We're
there.
gonna continue until I get a rose.
Yeah. Okay.
I would like to put a policy forward that there's no Fleetwood Mac at graduation
Oh.
ceremonies.
I would
You
like to
can't-
put a
can't
policy
just
forward
play
that there's
Fleetwood Mac
always
everywhere.
Fleetwood
That
Mac.
was
You can't
so.
have it.
Always.
Landslide.
It was
As
beautiful.
policy
Everybody
committee
cried.
chair,
I
I
know.
will bring that into discussion
Yeah.
and you will lose.
I'll admit that I was a little,
Teary-eyed.
Well, I wonder, Ms. Castor, did you plan landslide or they told you to plan landslide? They picked it?
Like I have a list of the songs they've done over the years.
Yeah.
It's been Landslide, Humble and Kind, My Wish. They're all
It
tearjerkers
gets worse.
every year.
yeah.
And somebody's actually on the humor side as far as tearjerkers.
Oh my God, it was wonderful.
Not for me.
It was,
Maybe
yeah.
that's
It was
my dad. Anyway, I don't mean to get that personal. Let's go to a voice vote. Can I get a motion?
Before we go to a voice vote,
Do you have any question? Go ahead, sorry.
I don't have a question, but I did just want to qualify. Item C, the donation of equipment. I was made aware that Graham Hoff, who is a former Franklin Township student, donated the dumpster that led to the collection of funds that led to the donation that was made by the Metz family. So I wanted to just highlight his name tonight as well and for the notes.
Great.
Jim's got
Quick question.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
This is a renewal for the contract for E, or is it a new?
Renewal.
It's a renewal.
It's a renewal, but
Moving.
I don't want to put it on the radar, but there's a possibility that that student may come
Okay,
here.
thank you.
And that's big news, by
That
the
is-
way.
that
There's
is
a
big
lot
news.
not only are sending students coming back, we're getting an influx of students who went to other institutes coming back as well. It's been three this in the past
What,
2 weeks, 2
yeah.
months, the
Mhm.
past 2 months.
Mhm.
Three students who left to go to a different school are coming back just to be part of the team here again. And that's just worth saying out loud. Can I get a motion to approve action item 13, Alpha through Echo? Allison, can I get a second?
Second.
Ms. Cummings. This has nothing to do with employee. We could do a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Any abstentions? Nobody's absent. Moving right along. What is this? 14,
Policy and
Policy and
personnel.
Personnel, Committee Chair, Mrs. Cummings.
I've gotcha. So letter A, is the approval of a sidebar agreement that the board has had access to. What this does is correct a clerical error that happened at the beginning of last year. B, C, and D are revisions of salaries that tie very closely to that sidebar agreement discussion. We have some staff appointments for 26-27 that are listed. We have extended school year program staff that are being added. So as the community may or may not know, we offer ESY extended school year through the summer for students that need additional support or additional classroom offerings during the summertime. And we're extending that staff with additional folks. Our math curriculum writing, I don't think that we fully talked about this in previous board meetings, but we did talk about it in committee. Mrs. Lamond will be working directly with a handful of teachers this summer to revise, review, and rewrite some of the math curriculum for our elementary age students. That group of staff is listed here who will be working this summer to work with Mrs. Lamond to ensure that we are prepared for the September school start. Custodial appointments are listed. Full-time custodian is listed. We have staff to oversee our IEP and 504 meetings this summer. A community and parent involvement specialist. There's a lot this June for all of us. And then finally, a staff leave of absence during the 25-26 school year that is being approved by the board tonight. Any questions? I know a lot of this was discussed either in committee or in executive session where appropriate. Tim?
One quick question, sorry. Sidebar agreement, in what capacity would the CSA be signed?
I'm sorry, what incapacity would,
Yeah, what would you be signing in, like a contract approval or things like that? It would need board approval now, or
Yes, it
you're
needs,
just physically signing it, or is it?
it needs board approval. I will physically sign it, as will the president. It was cleared by Joe Roselli, our negotiations attorney. Yes.
How many students are in fourth grade?
How many students are in fourth grade?
Yeah, gonna be in fourth grade. We have 2 teachers for fourth and 1.
We had one this year. We went down to one. We had 2 third grades. We're going to continue. We're going to have 2 fourth grades next year. I don't know the number off the top of my head.
Right, so it's. So
There'll be
we're just
2.
moving with the grade that's larger, is that what it is?
The third grade is larger,
Okay,
yes,
So
than,
we're gonna have 2 for fourth now because third was bigger last year.
and there'll be 2 for fifth because they are departmentalized.
you know, we're adding back in the fourth grade teacher that we
Right.
let go previously.
Because
We're
then you
not,
have the students, right?
yeah, we're not
Correct.
cutting a
Got it.
fifth to keep that fourth grade class isn't going to one in fifth grade. They're breaking back apart. They were two in third grade.
So it's a breaking
One in
even, or
fourth
is it
grade.
still-
I'd suspect it'd be more because it's we're backfilling what
Yeah,
the cuts that we
we're
made
adding a
prior.
teacher.
Correct. It was a 1 year stopgap. But the population of the students make it impossible. And the way that the middle school runs their program makes it impossible to
Yes.
cut one teacher because it's it's shared. They go between different rooms.
Yeah, it's more,
Well, fifth was
it's more a
small. It was like
matter,
22 students or something like that.
it's more a
In fifth
matter
grade right now?
of
No, like the upcoming rising.
the current fourth
20,
grade going
23 or
into fifth
24,
grade.
I want to say, somewhere in there.
We have
Um,
to have 2 teachers because one does
Jen, can
ELA,
you-
one does.
Yeah, can you
math.
speak to like the accreditations? Because that's where we start to get into like sticky space of who's accredited, not like who's accredited or has credentials to teach ELA and
For the
social
m-
studies
That's for the middle
versus-
school, yes. For the middle school, they have to be certified for
Right,
content
so
area.
as fourth with one class moves to fifth with 2 classes, I think that's the route of
Right,
what you're
so
going
22 kids is
towards.
not a lot. What is it, 24?
I'm off the top of my head, I want to say
I think we had
24,
a
somewhere there.
max put on it. I want to say it was like 25. If it was 25 or more, we had to split them, what we had done previous. When we set up the policies. I know it's probably that change now.
I don't have the number in front of me.
I think
I
it
don't feel like that's.
It's in the old
warranting a
policy
second
manual.
Teacher, unless, like you're saying, it's more the setup of them having to move back and forth in classes. It's just not a lot of students.
They do,
Yeah.
they do switch.
Yeah.
One teaches science, the other one and math, and the other one teaches ELA and social studies or something like that.
what is it, 5 through 8th is part of a bigger departmentalization when it comes
Fourth grade
to
too,
fourth grade.
but this year they didn't. She
But-
taught everything.
Gotcha. And yeah, because of the increase, we're putting the fourth grade teacher back in. But yeah, I hear your point on that.
Yeah,
It's
that,
just trying to, obviously.
Just save where we can, yeah. Could you, please,
What is the community and parent involvement specialist role?
you just took my question. Perfect. Yes.
This is from our preschool coach. She does like a few summer and evening events for preschool parents to not only educate them, but to have evening events to bring everybody together to do like social skills for the preschool.
Is this new?
No.
Something we've always done.
We've had it since we've had the preschool expansion grant. Aid, sorry,
Is it
it's
part
not
of
an
that
aid.
grant?
It's part of the aid, yes.
And then the sidebar agreement with the Franklin Township Board and the QEA, that was the one we discussed, that it's a handful of teachers.
Yes,
That's
4 teachers.
4 teachers,
Yes,
based off of the contract, should have been paid $400 more.
right.
It's not a huge change to the contracts. It's just pointing it out. While we're voting on it, it's a very small amount of money.
Yes.
Can I get a motion to approve? I'm sorry, any other questions, comments, thoughts? Great. Can I get a motion to approve action item 14, A through L? Can I get a second? Colin? Allison, Colin and Allison. And because this has to do with
Roll call.
personnel, we have to do a roll call. Mr. Kramer?
Mrs. Benkin. Mr. Kastner.
Yes.
Mr. Cecil.
Yes.
Mrs. Cummins.
Yes.
Mr. Giordano.
Yes.
Mrs. Norton.
Yes.
Mr. Norton.
Yes.
Passes.
Moving right along, item 15, communications. Committee chairperson, Mr. Cecil.
Yeah, so not too much going on at the moment with communications, as everyone can see outside the car park, is,
It's not a car park, it's a parking lot. You're in
No,
America, bro.
Colin and I high-fived and we agreed it is a car park. I was born in this country.
No
I'm
one will
calling
know
it a
what you're
car park
talking about. This is a
from
parking
here on
lot.
out.
This is
We
New
love
Jersey,
that.
not Jersey.
so.
That is my car park for as far as I will ever live here.
Fair enough. Go ahead, my friend.
Yeah, so we'll continue during the summer to build on Mr. Guino's communications out to the community to emphasize the changes that will be coming up, particularly related to the direction of parent pickup and drop off. So we'll be working on that over the summer, mainly on Facebook. We have made the first change to the website. About 15 entries on the Board of Ed have been consolidated down to 5. And I'll be meeting with the administration during the summer to see how we can continue refining the website within its current confines and contract. That's about it.
And I appreciate you doing all the work.
Thank you for your help with that.
With the website. Colin's been giving his expertise and donating time in order to try getting the website fixed up because that's his wheelhouse. And yeah, slowly but surely, we appreciate you, man.
Mhm.
You can click a link for the Board of Education. It takes you to the Board of Education area. It's a real change of pace. Great. Anything else, brother? Any comments or questions for the Communications Committee? Moving on, Township Committee Liaison. I went to the last township meeting. There wasn't a lot that had to do with the school at all. I did bring up, they voted to preserve more farmland. It was 8 acres. It's not a lot, but I just used that as an opportunity to try explaining the mathematics of how essentially every inch of preserved land we give away, that's $1 taken away from the school. And it's going to start causing problems when it comes to keeping the school open if over 60% of our land use is dedicated to things that don't make any income for the school. So I just asked the township committee to think about those. Just don't get me wrong, we don't want to change the face of the community that we have, but there needs to be a balance here when it comes to the long-term land use and planning with the Board of Education. If not, some of the mathematics are just not in our favor with the way that the township's designed. Not a critique, just an observation. Other than that, nothing else. There was 2 officers that received fantastic rewards. One saved a baby, one saved an old man. That's a pretty damn good day at work for those 2 guys. I don't know their names, but I will.
It's on Facebook if anybody's
Yeah, Officer
interested.
something or other and Officer the other guy. 2 great dudes, and we're lucky to have them in the community. But other than that, nothing else touched had anything to do with our school. Moving on, education, the Hunterdon County Educational Service, the commission didn't meet yet, right?
They met in June virtually. I attended and they voted in their new board.
Gotcha. Nothing to report, yeah. Does anyone have board matters or new business?
Can I go
Open the floor.
back to the
Yeah.
township committee really quickly?
Yeah, of course.
Just double checking, based on your understanding, the pilot housing that's going in will be restricted to no student-aged children. That's
Yes.
my understanding. I know this has been brought up over the last few years, but it was brought up again recently. So I just wanted to ask publicly, is it your understanding that that pilot housing is not going to bring new students into this district in any way, shape, or form?
It wasn't this past meeting, the one prior to that. That was a topic that I spoke up about as well. 91, forgive me if my numbers are off, guys. 91 new housing units are being built behind the Cracker Barrel. Those are all going to be 55 plus accessible only. The argument that I was making is that when they call it pilot, the pilot means payment in lieu of taxes.
Correct.
So essentially, they're adding the biggest influx of community members to this township that this township has seen in decades, and none of that money is going towards the school. So I asked the mayor if we could work something out. I'll say it was a soft no. It was immediate soft no, but it was still a no nonetheless. As this project's still many years off, but the thing that I keep on pressing when I go and the topic comes up is everyone who moves into, I understand the incentives for the builders to make this happen, but everyone in the community has to realize that we're adding at least 100 new residents that don't pay into the school system and also have no children in the school system. So they won't have an inherent interest in investing or backing the plays of the school.
But they also have a vote.
But they also, so a separate conversation is that we're adding 100 more votes. Again, it's unfair to say that they'd all be against funding for schools. But the good math, I'll be against funding schools when I'm 65 and retired too. I can't blame them for it. But I keep on, to your point, I keep on pushing the structural problem that Franklin Township has. And what I don't think that the pilot program adds any help to the school at all.
It doesn't. And the reason I asked about 55 plus and no children was exactly that, which is we as a school district are not privy to what the bylaws of that housing complex are going to look like upon first sale of a first home. We're not privy to what the contract, I mean, we are to the extent that it's available online. I've read it, you've read it.
Yeah.
We've looked at the documents, but I'm not a lawyer and I'm not someone who can project 15 years in the future.
Sure.
It's just not the schooling and it's not the life experience that I've had. My biggest concern is that I don't want to find out in 5 years that half of those housing complexes become grandparents who are overseeing the instruction of their grandchildren, and all of a sudden we have 50 to 75 more kids.
Sure. No,
And
that doesn't seem
I'm
the design,
over
yeah.
exaggerating the numbers just for
Sure.
the sake of example. But one child is one child more than we are planning for. 10 children is 10 children more than we are planning for. And we just talked about it, graduating class of 18.
Yeah.
So 10 is a lot in this small school. It's not unwelcomed, but it is unwelcomed when no tax dollars are coming to pay for those children's education from that particular. So there's a lot going on that I'm feeling a little bit nervous about what 5 to 10 to 15 years in the future might look like, knowing that this is a 30-year no taxes for the school agreement.
30, yeah. The best thing,
Yes,
thing
the township
it's
signed a 30-year agreement. That
the
said
agreement
the
is
next
for 30 years of payment in lieu of taxes. So the biggest construction project in the past 30 years, not $1 will be paid to the school for the next 30 years.
Correct.
I get what they're doing, but the
And
school
unless
is
the
not considered
bylaws-
in any of these decisions.
Unless the
at all.
bylaws of that housing unit under an HOA or the contract between the township and that
The developer.
are strong enough to prevent any one child who could come to this school from being housed in that facility, we are all going to have to contend with the reality that we are paying for a child whose parents or grandparents are not contributing to the school
I hear
in
what
order
you're
to
saying.
help their education.
My understanding is the way it's been described to me of this plan, it's 91 units and it's only 55 up. So no students should be coming out of it.
Who are having kids, they can't have kids at an older age. No,
They are.
unless you-
Oh, yeah, I agree with
they're
that.
Guaranteed that.
Yeah, but
Then they're
those
gonna come to school for free.
those places are meant to
But
say.
I don't think you
children
can live
cannot
there
live
with
there.
your kid.
Yeah,
if
there's
you're
towns that
55.
I know that
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
lots of those facilities, and it says children are not allowed there. So when the school looks at the child's where their address is, they cannot be from that area.
Yeah,
It's about the
Yeah.
contracting, it's about the written contract language that goes into those sorts of situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
And
it called?
I
Adult only.
Just
right?
don't know where we are like I said, it's all available online. I've poured through it, but I
I've-
am not a lawyer and I am not someone who is qualified
30 years.
to
So,
properly
30 years.
assess
30 years.
the documentation I'm reading.
Yep.
I read it to the extent that I'm familiar now and am aware. And it's taken me multiple reads over the last 6 months
It's huge.
to
It's,
feel
it's
comfortable
hundreds of pages.
that I even have an understanding of what's going on.
The thing that's
um,
worth, I'm
But
sorry.
I just wanted to bring it up because I know that you've
No, we've
been
been in
at the meetings and I
conversations.
know
about
that
it.
you've
The thing that's
contributed
important to
you've
point
lended
out
your
is
voice
the
to this.
payment in lieu in taxes is not a benefit to the people moving in there. It plays as a benefit to the developer that owns the property.
Correct.
And there's no, they have to do it in order to have, low income housing added to here. There's levels of it. But when it comes to the school, nothing about it benefits the school at all. And I hope that the township committee and the mayor, do a little bit more, kick us an end of it. I'm not asking for the full proportional end that we should be getting based off of the tax rates. But what was said to me was, if you have a project, come and ask us about it. Well, we have thousands of
We have
projects we
projects.
could go. It would just be better to bake us into the cake. But that's still years off, was my belief. But it's the pilot program's worth bringing up, Colleen.
There was someone that wanted to talk new business and I harked back to.
No worries,
current
new business
so
and,
Jim, I'm
Quick
sorry.
question.
Board
So
members.
we didn't have a baseball softball team this year? We didn't
No.
have kids?
We did not.
We looked into other spring sports, like maybe lacrosse. You know, a couple other
Ooh.
schools do it.
Say that again?
Lacrosse. for
I was switching
spring.
the sport up.
Or make it, two choices, I don't know, but if it didn't fill this year, probably won't fill next year. So maybe look at a different sport, a couple other, it's not very popular in middle school in the area, but a few schools do it and it's very active, very intense and fun to watch and play.
Was that a spring?
I'm a
sport?
baseball guy.
Spring.
I'd fight to keep baseball, but if no one's playing, I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, give them a sport that they'll play and we can get the
Agreed.
teams together.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Play baseball and there just wasn't enough to fill the team.
There was not.
There wasn't enough interest. Yeah. It's all these video games. I think it's the video games.
I think it's the fact that the softball
No
team
offense.
last year did their best, but didn't win a single game. I understand. They had a hard time recruiting some of the new kids coming in.
Yeah, there were some tough matches last year in the softball team. That's
A
all. I
lot
have
of
to
kids
say.
went to track is.
I wouldn't say
There's
that
one
the
track.
team is bad. I'd say some of the kids from the other schools are exceptionally. There was a
They're
girl,
just
a
really
little
good.
girl that threw like a 65 mile per hour curveball underhand
Wow.
at these kids, these little girls who never, some of the pitches that they were throwing, they never seen
Wow.
anything that fast. So I blame the little girls at the other schools.
They're just too good.
Anything else on that? I do like that idea though.
I do
Trying
too.
to bring in a different,
Yeah.
less
I
conventional
do too.
sports school.
Public comment.
Public comment. Is anyone planning on talking before I read this whole thing? Let's pretend I read the whole thing. And any interest? We'll close public comment when we opened it at 7:10. Other business, approval of the chief school administrator's harassment, intimidation, and bullying report. We discussed this during executive, and now we have to put it to an official vote. There's nothing to discuss here, right? We just go right into a vote.
We do need a motion in
You-
a second.
Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Let's do a roll call, Mr. Kramer.
Mrs. Bankin,
Yes.
Mr. Kastner,
Yes.
Mr. Cecil,
Yes.
Mrs. Cummins.
Yes.
Mr. Giordano.
Yes.
Mrs. Norton,
Yes.
Mr. Norton.
Yes.
Passes.
Notable dates, next board meeting is scheduled for July 15th, not far away from here, at 5:30 PM. You want to adjourn us? You want to declare, you want to do a vote? You want to do a last vote to adjourn this? It was, since Mr. Kramer's leaving,
Call him Mark. Would you call him Mark?
Yeah.
I call my friends by their first name. Mr. Kramer, would you like to? Let's do a final vote. Can I get a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? That adjourns our meeting. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
Yeah.